Title of this brief video is a quick review of Senator Elizabeth Warren's American Housing and Economic Mobility Act. Excuse me. Well, candidate Kamala Harris has told us really little about her economic and tax policies. Senator Elizabeth Warren introduced a bill named the American Housing and Economic Mobility Act of 2024. Leading Democrats are whispering to key donors not to worry, the act won't be enacted. And that's true. It's not going to be enacted in the current session of Congress. But if Kamala Harris wins the presidency and the Democrats win control of both houses of Congress, then this bill could very likely be enacted. So I'm going to leave the housing and the banking regulations to a different video. Right now, I just want to focus on the key tax issues that are raised by the bill. And I am assuming that Kamala Harris supports this bill, and the bill represents what her economic policy would be should she be elected. Last week in our podcast, Money Matters USA with Fred Sade, I discussed the impact of past presidents on economic policy. And today I'm continuing this discussion here in relation to Vice President Harris. Now, we know what Donald Trump will do based on his past administration, plus what he has discussed in the debate with President Biden, and of course on the campaign trail. I want to start with Senator Warren's bill, this section 404, which creates a new section to the Internal Revenue Code, section 2901. And this section is vitally important because it ends the use of grantor trusts. I can't overstate the significance of this particular section because successful estate planning is based on the ability to use grantor trusts. Section 405 would impose a generation skipping tax on the third generation of future grandchildren. What that means is you can leave an inheritance to your children, but not your grandchildren. You're being forced to disinherit your grandchildren. Section 406 limits the annual gift tax exclusion to $10,000 per person, and it appears from the wording to cap the annual exclusion to $20,000. Section 409 puts a surcharge on income, including estates and trusts, for example, 5% above 200,000 and 3% above 500,000. A highly effective technique is the use of annuity trusts, especially GRATs. Warren proposes a 10-year duration, and the remainder trust cannot be less than 10% of the value of the assets in the trust. A significant provision is to reduce the federal estate tax exclusion to 3.5 million, and then estates above that the tax is graded from 55% to 60% to a max of 65%. And on small and pass-through entities, businesses, and these are the dominant form of business in the United States, it's not the C Corp, but these small and pass-through entities would lose the ability to take evaluation reduction on the discount of their assets, and this includes assets that have currently subject to capital gain treatment. Now, I'm going to be doing an update as soon as we get more clarity. Please listen to our podcast, Money Matters USA with Fred Sade, and you can find this on your favorite podcast platform. You can most easily find us on Apple and Spotify. You can check out our websites, moneymattersusa.net and Wealth Ensure, that's an E, wealthensure.com. And I can be reached at 800-593-8188. And this is Fred Sade saying goodbye until next time.